Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
And top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final, where some nights picking a marquee game is so much easier than others.
Exactly, and going into this one, the schedule makers did all the heavy lifting tonight with West Hancock back at full Paxton Harmon powered strength, making the trek north to take on a Fort Madison team that is now 3-0 and ranked 8th in Iowa 3A ball.
Game didn't shape up quite like we thought. Neither did this young man's Christmas sweater. That might be the ugliest thing I've ever seen, but bravo to you, man, for having the guts to try to pull that off. Early on, Paxton Harmon, as you heard Ross say, is back. Early three, got things going for his team. Miles Wenzine playing with the flu. That doesn't stop him from making a wonderful creation right here. Easy bucket. Fort Madison had the early lead in this game until an 11-0 run fueled by that guy, Paxton Harmon, from the outside, knocking down the triple. He was good, and he just kept getting better as the game wore on in this one. More to come from Mr. Harmon. He was working it tonight from long distance, taking people out with the triples, and that was pretty darn good at that point. More to come in this ball game. On the inbounds pass right here, it would be a miss right there. But look at after the Coy Dorothy miss, the big pickup right there from Austin Hardy, playing offensive rebounder tonight. Then from the outside, more to come from Paxton Harmon. He went nuts in this game, dropping triple after triple. Fort Madison finally got its mojo back, but too little too late in this ball game as West Hancock pulls off the road victory against a Fort Madison team that was red hot in that one. Elsewhere on the Illinois scoreboard tonight, we've got more to pass along for you. Let's start by telling you, first of all, in Iowa, Keokuk has no problem dispatching them with Davis County at home tonight, winning by 40. Jeff Dahl's team taking care of business. No score yet from Central Lee New London. Haven't gotten many Central Lee boys scores this season. Let's start calling those in, kids. We'd like to get your scores on the air. We can tell you that Holy Trinity, big winner tonight over West Burlington behind Justin Mankey and his 15 points. 67-37 was your final. Ross, Pittsfield, West Central.
West Central taking this one to Winchester, and this was a quick start for the Saukeys. We'll take it to the first quarter. Kennedy Cattleman's going to line one up from the left wing and drops it. Saukeys out to a 3-0 lead. And on West Central's first possession of this game, you'll see Wade Smith streak in here, get the steal, and the little two-man game with Ethan Barrowman. He finishes off, and a quick timeout called from the Cougars. 5-0 lead for the Saukeys. But later on, Corey Barnett, just watch him work here into the blocks. All the contact in the world, but he gets it to go. But here's your biggest shot of the game. First half, winding down, it's Tyler Devlin, the junior. Just watch it fly. Bang. He hits it from the half court, the front runner for sensational 7, number 1 at this point.
I should say.
And that would put West Central up 2 at the break, but Pittsfield gets the answers they need, and they win this one by 5. Final score, 53-48. Cattleman and Smith both with 16 points, and Corey Barnett with 18 on the night.
We've got other fun things to talk about tonight in Illinois, including a giant upset. That in a second. Liberty tonight holds court at home and beats Southeastern 46-34 was your final there. We can also tell you, here it is, it gets no bigger than this. Number 4 in the state in 2A, Monrose goes down on its home court to Illini West. John Hughes' team taking care of business tonight.
That is huge.
Boy, this was fun to listen to on the radio tonight. My man Keith Yex on the call as Brody Gronwald had 17 points as Illini West gets it done. Biggest win of the season so far, biggest upset, 40-37 your final there. We don't know what happened in the Macomb-Sherrard game. All we know is that Blake Louderman scored 31 points tonight. So if somebody has a final on that game for us, we'd love for you to call it in right now. Tell us if Macomb either won or lost. Also, we can tell you Rout was a 19-point winner over Brussels. Ryan Lindsay still scoring big. He had 25 points on the night to get that done for his team. Let us go to the Monroe City Tournament. One more for you. The West Prairie boys knock off BPCA 85-56 was your final there. Now one more for you. We go to the Monroe City Tournament. Louisiana and Marceline going at it tonight. The return of Kent O'Loughlin coaching up Marceline, his team taking on Tristan Castiglia and company. And speaking of Mr. Castiglia, going to work in the low blocks. He misses early, but just keeps going after the loose board, comes up with it, puts it back in. Brendan Ross, you know him well from the Student Athlete of the Week feature, had himself a really nice first half in this game. Great take right here. He was not alone. The Bulldogs getting points when they needed them from their guards in this one, including Kendon Chapman right here, who knocks down the easy mid-range jumper. And more Brendan Ross. Can tell you this game was tied at 11. Never got a final from Monroe City tonight on this ball game, so we can't tell you how that ended up. If you want to call us with Monroe City finals, we'd love to do that. Get those on the net for you. But at last check, Louisiana was down 2. Last I had it. Ross.
We'll take it to Marion County and Paris, the nightcap in the boys games here. That's our reigning KHQA Boys Coach of the Year, Ryan Wood, and his Mustangs off to a good start. Clay Pollard in the lane. Nice touch on the shorty there, but Paris would have a couple answers in this one and keep it close early on. Watch Britton Francis here work in from the top of the arc, and One bounce, two, and goes down. That's a away bounce on a neutral court. I guess he'll take it. Later on, Luke Stratton, he's going to get himself free. Hit a nice fall away there in the paint. Gets a couple of rolls and down. Later on, Stratton again from long range as Marion County. Tight ball game in the beginning, but they win it 69-37. Over Paris. Other Missouri boys scores we can give you. It was Clopton, an 18-point winner over Canton. You see Mackenzie and McReynolds each with 18 points there. And Hannibal just short against Kirksville, 51-48. Dylan Powell with 19.
Absolute Tri-County Conference blood feud tonight between Scotland County and North Shelby. Cordy Kiger about to go to work off the inbounds pass. Knocks down the triple right here. Every time Scotland County would score, North Shelby would answer. Alan Trenhale working with the jumper right here in the lane to get his team going just a little bit. Nice stuff from him. Scotland County answers back. It was this kind of night. Lucas Howard working to the hoop, the bucket, the Band-Aid, and the three-point play for him. Lucas Daniel tries to answer at the other end. He's going to go with the larceny and the lay-in at the other end, but too much Scotland County. By too much, I mean 2 points. Scotland County pulls off a win tonight in tough fashion at home. 40-38 was your final. On the girls' side of things tonight, let us take you to some fun. Quincy Notre Dame all over Bowling Green behind 20 points from Kristen Gangenbacher there. Also tonight, want to tell you that BPCA Avon, no match for Macomb as Kayla Vestal wins that game for her team with 11 points. 49-28 was your final in that ball game. And Pittsfield tonight wins behind 26 points and 10 steals from Shea O'Brien. Also, Macomb beat Sherrard tonight on the boys' side, 55-39 as you saw. At the Unity Tournament, Western a winner 42-31 over Highland, and West Hancock gets it done against Brown County 79-37. Let us take you now to Iowa action. Central Lee still undefeated, jumps all over New London tonight behind 24 from Tracy Keller. And Jay Baldwin break them up. Holy Trinity's second straight win behind a 28-point career effort tonight from Rachel Kempker. Now on back to the Monroe City Tournament. It's Palmyra, Louisiana. Chris Parsons' first go-through in the oldest tournament in Missouri, and his team went to work. Evie Miles, I should say, goes nuts there. Then it's AVN, Alexis Van Nostren. Evie, AVN, more Evie this time, hooking up with Allie Dietrich. There's a lot of vowels that start names in Palmyra's with these girls. Working it tonight, just attacking Louisiana mercilessly. We'll leave you with some Megan Hooper. She gets the strong tape to the hole as Palmyra gets the blowout win tonight. Final count in this one, ugly, 67-20. Ross.
More from Monroe City. Paris and Marceline. Biggest storyline from the night was the senior Peyton Gruber. She scored her 1,000th career point in the second quarter, so congratulations to her. Take it to the third quarter, hits a nice 2 there, and she would help her team escape a close game. It was 2 late free throws by Haley Frederick to get the win for Paris over Marceline, 57-55.
Through the Missouri scores quickly. They don't have many of them tonight. Clopton ends up beating Canton. 46-40 was your final in that ball game. Elsewhere tonight, Ross?
Scotland County, North Shelby. It was Elizabeth Lindberger getting North Shelby off to a good start. She'll work inside the paint here. You'll see in just a second for 2 points. Then we'll take you to the other side, Scotland County. Good night from Randy Slaughter. She hits the triple here as Scotland County gets the win tonight, 45-27 over North Shelby.
One last score to leave you with tonight. The HLG men losers to Lindenwood Belleville tonight on the college side of things. Hey, Student Athlete of the Week coming up tomorrow. It is a young lady you saw somewhere in our video tonight. We'll leave it at that. Thanks everybody for joining us. Have yourselves a great night.